for the people that they're co-authors. That's the only people I sent the link to. For co-authors. Like, no, maybe about 7. Yeah. But I only sent links to the co-authors, so nobody else would have it. I don't see you. All I see is the actual that. Okay, I just like what we doing. You know me, I'm about the details. Okay, let's make it right. So I would just ask them one question, maybe like, why did they be part of, why are they unstoppable, or why did they be part of this book anthology? Why was it important to them? Letting them all know that we are on a time limit, so that questions, the answers should be complete.
Donna, can you hear me? 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 How about that? Are you proud of me? Right, it was just working. I don't know what happened. Just working, so I don't know what should happen. We were just working. Okay. She'll see. Donna. Okay. Can you hear me? Oh, that sounds good.
No, you're good here.
Hmm. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear
Well,
you.
look at God. I was just texting you back.
Come on, Jesus.
Won't he do it?
He doing it.
All right, so let's go.
Now, a few
Okay.
ladies said they were waiting.
All
They may
right.
got moved
Good.
out like I did.
That's fine. Yeah, we had to stop it and bring it back on. So that's fine. Norma's going to go ahead and bring them back in. Hey. All right. All right. All right. That's okay.
Tuesday. 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 Tuesday.
back Tuesday again, and you ain't gonna see Wednesday.
Tuesday. Tuesday. Tuesday.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio. BKS1. God bless y'all. Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, and it's the best day of the week. As Norbert would say, it's Tuesday. Vespucia hated that Norbert was excited about Tuesday. And just like Norbert, I'm excited about Tuesday, too. We got a good show on for you guys tonight. We're going to rush and get started. What's going on, Evie? Yeah, Evie, everything is just fine. What's going on, Darlene Gilchrist, Leon, good to see you. Robert Jacobs, good to see you. And Minister Darlene Mingo Musgrave, good to see you. Denise Sparrow, hey, Niecy. Y'all go ahead, tag a friend, text a friend, and tell a friend that everything is all right. My intro starts off with Norbert saying Tuesday. And there's a moment when Vespucia bumps him in the bed with that behind hers. And he still says Tuesday. Because Tuesday's my favorite day of the week. Why is Tuesday my favorite day of the week? Because I get to spend it with you guys, and I get to have Bible study, and I get to have special guests like I have on tonight. Boom. Yes, indeed. Gloria Turner, good to see you, Mama Gigi. So y'all, real quick, we're going to run down some things before we get started with tonight's guest and show. We have some amazing things going on. I'm going to keep the funnies real limited, but you guys know how we like to do. We like to start off because everybody doesn't always have a good week. Have a good start to their week. They don't always have a good weekend. You don't know what people are going through at home. Girl, I was not playing the movie tonight, Evie. Evie said, I thought it was movie night. Norm is not going to give me 3 hours to be on this show to watch Norbert. So, y'all, in case you guys didn't know, January 4th, yes, it's a big day, January 4th. Unbothered, the movement, the women's conference, yes, it is this January 4th, 6 to 10. The conference theme is No Filter. Go to www.unbotheredthemovement.com. And then, guess what we're getting ready to do? We're getting ready to launch Unbother the Movement in North Carolina. You guys get a chance, go on to the unbotheredthemovement.com website. The page should be there to register, or just go into Unbothered the Movement Facebook page, click on the link if you are only in North Carolina. So when you get a chance, go ahead and register. You do not want to miss out what is getting ready to take place out in North Carolina. And then on October 27th, there will be another informational session with Dr. Celine Haskins, because we are also getting ready to move on down to Florida. So you guys stay tuned for more details of how Unbothered is expanding. More information is going to come up with that really, really soon. But real quick, before we get started with tonight's show, y'all, listen, can I tell you how this is me? That is your girl, Tiffany Renee, all day, because I love cake. I got the cheeks to prove it, unfortunately. But I need to start bringing watermelon into my life. But then I'm going to show you one last thing, and then we're going to get started with the show. When I tell you, I know y'all think the same thing. You know you try to hide food. Don't act like you don't. And if you're a sweet junkie like me, you can't help it. But how dare this man use the baby as a pawn? Y'all look at this. Try to use a baby to make it seem like that innocent baby that can't walk, talk, or do nothing but burp, cry, and go to the bathroom and try to use that baby to grab a whole plate. Was that just a mess? Y'all, we'll do the rest of the stuff next week. I want to go in and get started with tonight's show, where we have the one, the author, and co-authors to Unstoppable Black Woman, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, Volume 3, with my sis. That's right. I'm going to say it again, just to let y'all know real quick, in case you didn't hear me. Tell it to those, how do they say, to the people in the back. My sis, Donna Hicks, is on. Hey, D.I.
Hey, sis, my little sis Tiffany. So proud of her. She's been doing this Making Me Matter show forever.
It seems like it. Can you believe this October will be 10 years?
Wow.
I know. I need to do something.
Sis. 10 years.
10 years.
Let's give God a praise. Yes. Come on now. 10 years. Yes.
10 years. I'm telling you, sis, I am so grateful. Shout out to Alicia, who's on a check-in from North Carolina. I see you. Donna Gilchrist Leon said the DI. Listen, you better say that. You listen. I'll tell you this much. If y'all don't know who Donna is, y'all gonna learn today.
Tiffany always hyping me up. Okay?
Listen,
that's the Harlem Girls. Okay, that's what Harlem Girls do.
Yes. Okay? Donna, I'm just so glad to have you on here. This has been a long time coming. And I thank God. Before I want you to introduce your ladies, I mean, when I tell you, I love the relationship you and I have, but I love your relationship with God. You really do not take no shorts. You are not the one to play with. How they say, you not beat for the foolishness. When I tell you the level of admiration and love I legit have for you, you will never be able to understand how I always literally have in the back of my mind, you better know your W's. You better know your W's. You better stop playing. You better act like you know. Donna, what are those W's?
Listen, you better live the 3W life. You better know who you are. You better know whose you are. And you better know your why.
Talk about it.
You better be walking and living the 3W life. I was teaching about that this morning. The CEO prayer closet. Listen. No, actually, I taught on Sunday. About identity. It's the foundation of everything that you do. When you don't know who you are, then you can't do what all that God has commissioned you to do, all that God has created you to do, all that God has commanded you to do. When you don't know the 3 W's, knowing who you are, knowing whose you are, and knowing your why.
You better simple, say it, and that's why I love her. Listen, if you don't know, you're gonna find out who you are today. That's the one thing that's gonna happen.
That part right there.
Right. Okay. Donna, introduce your ladies, your co-authors. I want to get into this Unstoppable Black Woman. Where did this come from? Your mind, first of all, we'll deal with that later. But at the end of the day, where did that concept come from? And were you able to bring people in? And then after that, just go ahead and introduce them one by one.
Okay, absolutely. So the Unstoppable Black Woman. So as Tiff said, my theology, how I started even in this speaking space, coaching space, was I started doing the 3 W's, right? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? And do you know your why? And one day I'm sitting in my office and I'm saying, Lord, are they getting it? Are the women really getting it? Are they really getting it? Their identity. Identity in itself is it's a hard word. People don't want to know that you know what, I don't know who I am. People will not say. And so I had to come, I said, Lord, give me a word. Give me a word that would equate to you being, knowing your identity. And that word was unstoppable. And as I have a business mentor and we were talking and he was like, Donna, yeah, that's it. You're unstoppable. I said, no, wait a minute. I'm not just unstoppable. I'm an unstoppable Black woman.
Talk about it.
Embracing all my bees.
All your bees.
Okay. And with the Lord, and this was a Lord, it was the Lord. So I'm sitting at my desk and the Lord said, okay, Donna, don't come out with unstoppable Black woman. You first got to teach the women about the bees. These are the bees that he gave me. And I wrote them down. These are the bees that he gave me. Black, beautiful, brilliant, bold, and business-minded. And I'm all of those, unapologetically. So when I started teaching the women, so I'm doing Facebook Live, teaching them about the bees, everybody would say, oh, you know what, D.I., I'm embracing my bees, yes. But let me tell you the one B word that most women wouldn't say, and that was Black. That comes back to identity. Look in the mirror, sisters. You are some shade of Black, whether you like it or not. And how dare you dishonor the God who created you in his image? Look in the mirror. You are Black. You are a Black woman. Okay? And so I understood even to that degree. And I'm talking about PhDs. I'm talking about attorneys, just everyday women. Okay? A lot of women would not say, but I'm Black. So I understood that it was an opportunity, Tiff, that if these adult women were having some issues, then what are they teaching our babies? What are we teaching our daughters, our nieces, our granddaughters, our goddaughters, our sisters, even our mothers? What are we teaching them? Because if you don't know who you are, you sure can't teach them who they are. Again, all part of identity. Right? And there was a time, and let me just be real. There was a time that if I came up with this unstoppable Black woman, let's just say about 10 years ago, I wouldn't have done it. I would not have done it. You know why? Because I'm in corporate America, right? And I have a prominent, I'm part of the C-suite, y'all. Okay. Yeah. And I didn't want anybody to say, oh, is she racist? Oh, something to equate me to it. But I promise you, fast forward. I said, wait a minute. They're not ashamed of who they are. I'm not going to apologize for being an unstoppable Black woman. So on my desk, I got a plaque that says unstoppable Black women. So when you come into the DI's office, you're going to know who I am, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
How about that?
My first book, okay, anthology, bestseller, right? 37 Women, Unstoppable Black Women. I have Marilyn on here. She was in the first book. She was in Marilyn, who's here. She was one of the co-authors from the very first book. And it was about them. Because listen, if we don't understand who we can Daisy, if we don't understand who we are, I got Cynthia on here. She was in all 3 editions. If you don't understand who you are, how are you going to teach your daughters who they are? When they go into the workplace, when they in these relationships, in the church, yeah, all of that. Okay, I know who I am in ministry. I know who I am in corporate America.
Yeah,
and I promise you, I know who I am in these social media streets. Okay, in the business world. Okay, so listen, I'm not playing no games. I'm straight no chaser, and I don't drink, but I'm not going to apologize because I know who I am. I know who I belong to, and I promise you, I know my why. So I often ask people, well, which B do you really resonate with? Listen, I resonate with all of them, but that B in that bowl, oh, I'm that chick all day long.
All day long.
Okay, but I have some of my co-authors here in this last book, the anthology. This one, and each edition has a common theme. The theme for this was when I realized that during this time, right, that we have forgotten about our unstoppable Black woman of yesterday.
Oh.
We've forgotten about them. We've forgotten about our nanas, our big mamas, our Harriet Tubmans, our nannies from the Maroon tribe. We're not and Lord knows that most schools now, they abandon that history. If you were even taught that.
If you were taught it.
So who was that unstoppable Black woman of yesterday? Who can you recognize with of the unstoppable Black woman of yesterday? And for me, that was my mother and Harriet Tubman. Mm-hmm. And then speaking to the unstoppable Black woman of today, that's me. And then the unstoppable Black woman of tomorrow, that's my daughter Jillian and my granddaughters. Jillian. So this was an opportunity to touch on those three different genres, right? Mm. Yesterday, unstoppable Black woman of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I love it. I love it.
That's it. And so we're on our third anthology. And so now I've been told I got to do it again. I got to do it for the men, the unstoppable Black men. So I'm like, okay, let's get through this. So tonight I have with me Marilyn, Candace, and Cynthia. I don't see anybody else on here.
Where is my auntie Lisi at?
Okay, so okay. So some of the co-authors, they actually are in a business coaching program, and it actually is the same time of tonight. So your auntie, she was like, "Oh, I gotta come on. I said, "No. What you gonna do? You're gonna be on that. You're gonna be on that you invested in. Okay, I don't play no games when it comes to business, y'all. I said Tiffany ain't going nowhere. Okay, she'll bring us back again. But you're gonna be in that. You're gonna be in your coaching class that you invested in. Okay." She's like, "But I told Tiffany." I said what I said. Okay, you need this coaching class, and you're going. So your auntie is in the coaching class.
Well, listen, big shout out to my auntie Lisi who couldn't make it, but I bet you she would have been here. But Donna made sure she's in her right place. Now, see, that's what an unstoppable Black woman does. Not because you could have inadvertently, not deliberately, but inadvertently hindered her from getting the growth that she needed today that could have helped her tomorrow by allowing her to be in this during the same time of what she's supposed to be in. It's all about being in the right place at the right time.
It's all about positioning. It's all about positioning.
So you did the right thing, and I know when she gets a chance, I know she's on.
She's on?
Yes. I saw her face.
She's on. She don't listen. Okay. Why are you on when you're supposed to be in your coaching class?
It's completed.
Oh, y'all finished already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Praise the Lord. Okay.
Follow me out.
Yeah, I was calling you out.
I'm so glad that you on here. I'm glad that everybody, look at this. You have women that get a chance to talk about their own story. What I want to ask each of them briefly. And I used to do something on a show called 60 Seconds to Say It. And I'm going to get my timer going. Where's my timer at? Because one thing I know for certain, as Evelyn would say, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. One thing I will do is say, all right, time's up. So you got 60 seconds to say it. I'm trying to see Miss Marilyn. God bless you. You look pretty in your yellow blazer. You better go ahead and shine bright for the Lord today. Look at you.
Hi, good evening.
How are you?
I am exhausted, but I'm fine.
Yes, you are. God, I'll tell you this much. God gave you enough strength where you don't look exhausted to me. Won't he do it?
Give me the strength, and I'm 64, honey.
All right now. Come through, 64. You 60 fine. That's what you are. You're 60 fine.
Oh, I love that.
If you don't mind.
I'll start using that.
Yes, go ahead and use it. You got 60 seconds. I'm getting ready to get my timer going. And you have 60 seconds to let people know what makes you unstoppable and what made you become, and like in being a co-author to this book. How do you view yourself as being unstoppable? You got 60 seconds. Go.
So my name is Marilyn Rodriguez, and I'm the CEO and lead designer of a company called HTTS Floral and Event Design. I consider myself to be unstoppable because I embrace all of the B's: black, bold, beautiful, brilliant, and business-minded. And I decided to jump on this opportunity for this book because I needed to honor my mother because of the relentless woman that she was, the business woman that she was, and just to let the world know that they can embrace their B's and to let them read my story and be encouraged to know that they could also do the same for themselves and their future generation.
Absolutely beautiful. And you have 15 seconds left. What would you say about your part in the book? Go.
Well, my part basically tells people you can be relentless, you could push, you could achieve anything. If you put God first in your life, He will direct your path in everything that you do.
Wonderful.
His promises never fail.
Never fail. And guess what? My clock is going off. You did good in 1 minute. Thank you so much, Miss Marilyn. I can't see. Oh, my Auntie Lisa is the next one. Hey, Auntie!
No, she got the next one. Kadaisy is the next one. I'll call them out.
Oh, you go ahead. In this order, it looked like it. Go ahead, Donna. Call them out. They got 1 minute. Go.
Okay, Kadaisy.
Good evening, everyone. Did the clock start?
It sure is. You got
okay.
Go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Candace Patterson. I'm the lead designer and CEO of Premier Events and Designs. My unstoppable story is embracing my bees. The person that I wrote about was Miss Madam C.J. Walker. I loved how she was very bold, she was very energetic, and she never stopped pursuing her goals. She dreamt it, she believed it, and she did it. And that is how I live my life, and I've mirrored off of, what Madam C.J. Walker did.
Absolutely beautiful. I like what you said. You admired how she dreamt it, she believed it, and it came to pass. A lot of times people take their dreams for granted. But if God allows you to see it, you best believe it, you could be it. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, Donna, who's next? Let me know when you call that name. I'm hitting the clock.
Okay, Cynthia. Cynthia's in North Carolina too, Tiff.
Oh, I need to grab her up for the North Carolina Unbothered.
Cynthia.
Hello, amazing women of God. My name is Minister Cynthia Fox Everett, and what makes me unstoppable is my strength to push through adversity. I'm a mother, grandmother, soldier, survivor, domestic violence, addiction, mental health. This is my 10th book that I'm in, bestseller. I love God. I love teaching other women that they have the right. They have the right, they're God right, and they have the strength to rewrite the end of their story. Just because it started one way doesn't mean it has to finish that way. I'm still here, and as of this second, I've survived 100% of what life has thrown at me. I'm grateful to be on your show. I am a shining example for my daughters, my granddaughters, and my grandchildren, to let them know that even though we fall, we make mistakes, but what counts is that we get back up again. And that's what really matters.
Congratulations on being honest and faithful to yourself about what really matters and being bold and the example to your daughters about that, because sometimes it's not easy being a mother, being a woman, and the struggles that you try to keep from your children so they don't have to endure it. But then they get a chance to see your strength in the struggle. Thank you for your example and for just being sweet. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's our soldier. And,
yes.
And now we can go to Charlize.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Charlize Hatchett, and I joined the current book, The Unstoppable Black Woman, Past, Present, and Future, with the sole aim of honoring my grandmother. Legacy has been at the forefront of my mind for the last 3 years. And being able to share where she came from. No, she wasn't an entrepreneur. No, she wasn't a business person. She was just dealing with life. And knowing that she made choices to give up her life to take care of her family, which then left her in a compromising situation. But her boldness standing through all of that allowed me to see she didn't know how to drive. She wanted to learn. My grandfather didn't teach her. She said, well, I'm going to do it myself. And I rode in that car with her, and I saw that she got her license. So she gave me the vision to see and understand that you can overcome challenges. So I'm a 9-year cancer survivor, and that has helped me a lot through that. And I share my story.
Let me tell you something. And I'm not just saying this because you're my auntie or nothing like that. But your story of faith and survival has been second to none in my eyes. The strength of what could the battles, like I just told the other sister prior to you, you know, the struggles, and you still have to display strength for your family so that they can see in the midst of you being weak, I might be here, I might be in this place, but I'm still unstoppable. And I'm sure there's been times where each and every last one of us, just as women, have said, okay, God, really enough. There comes to a point where it's like you have this heart to heart with God, and it's like, how much more? But God lets us know we have been made for this. He molded us for this. He branded us for this. And I thank you for sharing even the whole the cancer part of your life, the pictures of what you've gone through. It has, I've admired that. And just listening to each of y'all, what you guys have to bring, I'm going to tell you something. God's going to bless, and not that he hasn't already, but God will continue to bless the works of your hands, basically for your faithfulness. Not just your faithfulness to the works of the book, but your faithfulness to God first. Each and every last one of y'all had something to say about God. That's a big thing and a big deal. And Donna, that also represents you, because that, to me, that's representative of who you are. You know, because at the end of the day, the oil usually flows from the top. It doesn't flow from the bottom. And so what spilled over.
One more.
You got one more?
On here.
Okay.
Who's Sister Roz?
Oh, wait, let me get my timer ready. Sister Roz, you ain't off
Good
the hook
evening.
with the timer.
Good evening. I'm on.
Look, Sister Roz, you ain't off the hook
Wait 1
with the
second,
timer.
Roz. Tiff, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Tiffany?
Can you hear me?
What happened to Tiffany?
Can y'all hear me?
I can't hear her either.
I know. 1 second.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, you heard that?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, good. Shout out to comedian Ron Snipes that just jumped on. Let me just go ahead real quick, y'all. Shout out to Tasha Folk Wise, who is on. Wanda Slaughter Darden, who is on. Comedian Ron Snipes. Let me see who else has been jumping on. People been jumping on, y'all. So that's a beautiful thing. If you guys get a chance, go to the Facebook page, go to my Facebook page, or go to Donna's and share it to your own page so people can see that you are on Rocking with the Making Me Matter radio show. Okay, who we got next, Donna?
Okay, now, Roz, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
Okay.
Miss Roz.
This was my first anthology with Unstoppable Black Women, and what makes me unstoppable is all of the challenges that I've had in my life. I am retired law enforcement, and that first one was being injured in line of duty, where I fell during a buy-in bust operation and fractured my neck.
Oh.
So, yes. and which left me with intractable pain. And during a pain management epidural, the neurosurgeon punctured my spinal cord up in my neck, which threw me into an instant stroke. Yes, an instant stroke. So my whole left side was paralyzed for a while. I still have, deficiencies in my left arm and hand, but I'm still here. Then I started having nocturnal seizures, and the doctors couldn't figure out they couldn't control them. So they had me on like mega doses of anti-seizure medications, which turned me into a zombie. Gained so much weight, but by the grace of God, I'm still here, and unstoppable, absolutely. And since they couldn't heal me with regular medicine, I started seeking out alternative ways of healing, and this led me to what I do now, which is consult with homeopathy. Homeopathy is an alternative healing modality. So when I was living in Reno, Nevada, I found a homeopath who prescribed me a natural remedy. Homeopathy is all natural, and I started taking it, and I didn't experience a seizure for 6 weeks, which I had been experiencing seizures 5 to 7 times a week, every night for 15 years. So that's what led me to what I do now, being a homeopathic consultant, which is homeopathy is a symptom-based healing modality. And what I do is I encourage you as my client to heal using homeopathy by investigating what is asking to be healed so that you can experience permanent healing, not just mask your symptoms. And 2024, I'm unstoppable.
2024, you're unstoppable. 2024, you were paralyzed on your left side, and I just saw both your hands just moving. And
you see this one. You see this one.
Yeah.
You see this is my good hand, my right hand. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
That I'm right-handed, but my left hand, I can't. It took me 5 years to be able to pick up a P during doing occupational therapy. I couldn't even pick up a P with my left hand.
Couldn't pick up a P, but can you feel yourself move it? Your left hand?
Yes.
I'm not doing this today, because what you're gonna make me do is take off running, and I'm on a time limit. Norm don't care about all of that. For me, he don't care about me running. He gonna start jingling the keys, and I'm gonna have to shut down the show. You're not gonna shift my condo right now, but God is good, and just the goodness of God is more than enough to be unstoppable.
Absolutely.
I just want to congratulate all of y'all. Real quick, I want to congratulate all of y'all for not giving up on yourself, not giving up on God, and not giving up on your sound to believe that you were worth being able to be in something like this with Donna. And even with Donna's very candid about her testimony. And so when I look at all of these different voices, different backgrounds, different states, at the end of the day, God has been faithful. He remains faithful. And this is why you can be unstoppable. You can be unstoppable because God is undeniably the same God that has been able to prove himself over and over and over again as to why unstoppable is who you are. So I thank y'all for jumping on and for allowing your voice to be heard and continue to be great and unstoppable.
Exactly. It's not, we have other co-authors as well, but it's not easy for people to tell their story or to what I mostly love is that a lot of the women honored their moms or their grandmothers, right? Yeah. I didn't grow up with any grandmother, so I love to read about, the matriarchs of the family, right? And why were they unstoppable? So this book is a legacy. It's for to share with the family, right? Yeah. what you wrote, what the co-authors wrote. And so I encourage even men, get this book, get the Unstoppable Black Woman book for the women in your life, but for you also to read, right? It's not just a book for women.
Yeah.
It's a book for everyone to be inspired and empowered.
Donna, how can they purchase the book? Do they go directly to you, or where can they buy the book?
Any one of the co-authors can put their links in. I don't know if you can put it in.
They can put it on Facebook.
Okay, put it on Facebook.
Yeah, if they can go to the live once they hang up, because I'm going to have them drop in a second. If they can go on to continue to watch the Facebook Live, and then go in the comment section, put their links where they can be where somebody can purchase the book from them. And y'all get your family to support y'all. Get your family, get people at the office, get people that you might not know. Sometimes all it takes is a pizza shop visit and somebody talk about something going on. You say, you know what, I got a book for that. Why don't you go ahead and go to Amazon and get my book?
Yeah.
So I want to totally thank them for taking the time out to join you tonight. Ladies, thank you so much for your dedication to God, for dedicating yourself to you to do this, because it's not easy removing the layers of your own personal life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Roz, I just caught those sugars when you blew the sugars. I caught it. And I'm sending some back to y'all. Mwah! Catch it.
Thank you.
Good. Y'all ladies have an amazing evening. Make sure you go ahead. Yolanda Johnson said, hello, D.I. Yes. Y'all make sure your goddaughter. Yeah, she's nothing to play with.
Who just got engaged.
Congratulations, Yolanda.
At her conference. She got engaged.
Congratulations. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, y'all go ahead, go to the Facebook page and put in ways where you can be reached so that people that are watching can go ahead and either follow you and support you for what you're doing with Unstoppable Black Woman, or even to support what you may have going on the other side. And I know all of y'all got something going on because you mentioned the events. I know for a fact Auntie Lisi has Bigger Than Cancer Ministries. Roz was just talking about homeopathy. Did I say, how do you say it again? Homeopathology. Am I saying it? Homeopathy. That one.
Homeopathy.
There it is. There it is.
Natural healing. Natural healing.
So y'all make sure you guys go ahead, once they put their information in, follow up with them. Go ahead and follow up with them. I just saw yours, Auntie Lisi. Thank you for putting your information there. Y'all go ahead and follow them. All right. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining. I'm going to wrap up with Donna for the rest of the show. And I hope you guys continue to watch, and I appreciate your time. Thank you, y'all. Go ahead and put some hands up for these beautiful women that are truly unstoppable. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Donna?
Yes, ma'am. It's the D.I here.
The D.I. Donna. I almost want to say, what don't you do?
Listen, God is, listen, let me tell you something. Someone who don't look like us said that, but they said that with a little sarcasm. What is it that you don't do? I said, let me help you. Go to Genesis 1:26. See, I was created in the image of God. Male and female, he created them. Okay? So because an unstoppable God created me, I'm unstoppable. Because listen, let me tell y'all something, okay? I tell them all the time, Tiff, I was created by the creator to be creative. So when y'all hear that quote, that's a D.I quote.
I know it. You see, I was lip syncing it when you said it because I pay attention to what you say.
That part.
As you were saying it, I was mouthing it. Yes, you are. And listen, that right there, because we forget. Donna, I posted something up on Facebook yesterday talking about how people want to give thanks to the universe. You can't give thanks to something that did not create. Okay? And I said, what people need to learn how to do is give thanks to the one who created the universe and who tells the universe where to stand. God tells the universe where to place. He puts the planets where they need to line up so that we can all breathe and all be functioning and not lopsided. I mean, only God can do that. The universe can't do not a thing for me. I'm not thinking nothing that can't do nothing for me. And I'm not giving nothing that much power that can't do a thing for me. And so I like what you said. Thinking about thanking the creator. You were created by the creator to be creative. And I love that. I love that. What was the hardest part for you when it came down to doing Unstoppable Black Women? What was the hardest part to try to...
The actual movement or the books?
Both.
So, like, as I said, the movement, it started with the movement. It did not start with the books. It started with the movement, creating a space where Black and brown women would be able to come together to be empowered. Because I understood that a lot of times you're not able to do what God has called you to do because, number one, you don't know who you are, right? Because if you knew who you were, you wouldn't apologize to somebody that says, yes, I'm unstoppable. But because you don't know your full identity, right? You don't want to say, oh, I'm unstoppable. I'm an unstoppable Black woman. You apologize or you feel ashamed of saying that. But you embrace the other B's. Oh, yeah, I'm beautiful. No, that's another B that people, are upset about saying to yourself. Look in the mirror. Because when you can honor the gift of who you are, you're honoring your creator. Okay, so for me, right, I knew that as a matter of fact, I was, I'm in business, I believe in coaching and masterminds. And at that time when this was created, I knew that the coach, that the mastermind, that she was not going to be able to, she couldn't take me where I needed to go because she didn't believe in just doing the Black thing, right? Mm-hmm. She couldn't take me where I needed to go. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done with you now. I done learned what I got to learn. Now let me move on because I'm going to do this thing. Okay. And so I knew that there would be some resistance for a lot of my business besties, my people, that they was like, oh, Donna, they couldn't even say it, Tip. And this was before Black Lives Matter. Let me don't get it twisted.
Right.
It was before everybody was into their Blackness. Black Lives Matter, right? My Black and brown sister. And one of the things that really had me really be empowered to do this was basically our relationship. I'm in corporate America, right? I'm a 9-to-5preneur. Okay. What is that 9-to-5preneur? I continue to work at my silent investor, AKA my job, while I'm building God's businesses. Don't get it twisted. Okay. I'm a 9-to-5preneur and I'm very successful. I'm a multifaceted masterpiece. That's who I am. Yeah. That's a whole other show, another time. Okay.
Yeah.
But anywho, okay. That's a whole other show for another time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm that chick all day long. Okay? That's a whole nother show for a whole nother time. Okay?
Did you see my face? I was waiting for it.
I'm the 9-to-5preneur. I continue to work in corporate America, right? Embracing my B's unapologetically because I'm brilliant. I'm bold. But when I realized even in corporate America, and I work in the legal industry, so I realized that even those who looked like me and you, who were attorneys, they didn't know who they were. Or people who had, they had value. They valued, they got all the things, all the degrees, and still walking around.
Not knowing who they are.
They still walking around like they don't know who they are.
In an identity crisis.
Listen, what I call it, being a victim of PIT, P-I-T, psychological identity theft. Being a victim of PIT, P-I-T. That's when y'all use it. Make sure y'all say y'all got the D.I. Don't get it twisted. Victim of PIT. Because you don't know who you are. You've allowed the enemy to come in and steal your identity. PSA, hashtag PSA, public service announcement. You got to stop being a victim of PIT. Because when you don't know who you are and what you can do, you don't know how to be unstoppable.
You don't know how to be. Donna, I've had people say to me for years, "You're doing too much. You're doing this. You're doing that," and I'm like, "Well, I might be doing too much because you couldn't do it." But
See, that part.
But the one thing I'm doing is, if I can't do it, I won't do it. But if it's something that I'm capable of doing, that God has put on me to do, I'm not going to let you talk me out of it because you don't see yourself doing it. First of all, if God gave me the vision, what makes you think you're supposed to run it? If God gave me the vision concerning my life of what I'm supposed to do, what makes you think that you are supposed to fit in that part to go ahead and be the operator of what he gave to me? So no, you can't do it, and I don't expect you to, but I am, and that's it.
Also, too, you got to understand something, because so many people play small, they expect you to play small. Now, listen, y'all know, for those of y'all who know me, I'm only 5'1", but I promise you,
I thought you was 4'11".
I'm walking 6 foot tall. Hear me and hear me well. I remember speaking a couple of engagements. I was speaking, and when I got off the platform to speak, I had somebody come. They said, "I can't believe this. I can't." I said, "Believe what?" They're like, "I thought I was going to see this big, tall woman. When I hear you, I was like, I'm who I am. I promise you. I promise you. I embrace the B in boldness. Yeah. Capital B, OLD. Okay? Because I know who I am. Did I always have this tip? No, I did not.
Right.
But it wasn't until God called me into ministry. God, that was the scripture that God took me to. Genesis 1:26. And I had to eat that thing, Tiff. When God said, "I created you in my image." How dare I dishonor God? Play small so you could feel big. I'm not going to do that in the workplace. I'm sure not going to do that in ministry. I said what I said. I'm not going to do that in my relationship. No, I know who I am, and I'm sorry that you don't know who you are.
Donna!
I said what I said.
That play small so that you could feel big. Oh,
and that goes across the board, and especially us women of color. We got to now. I'm happy, okay, Black Lives Matter. Okay. I get all of that. But do you really believe it? And do you believe it so much that you're going to stand up 10 toes down, flat-footed, and say who you really are? Or you're going to be like, "Oh, no, I don't want..." No. I'm not doing none of that. And like I said, I'm in corporate America. And there was a time that I would never have done that. I would not have been on this show talking about unstoppable Black women, fearful of someone saying, "Oh, did you see Donna? Donna's doing this." I don't give a rat's tail how you feel about it.
You want me to paraphrase it? Okay, I'll behave. I won't paraphrase it today. Donna, but I get that. And it's interesting. People don't want you to succeed, but they want to succeed doing what you're doing. Make that make sense. I don't understand it.
Where they do that?
Donna, I promise you, I have, in these past 10 years of being in radio. Matter of fact, let's put a pause on that. Before being in radio, when I have been around several different people, I have been exposed to witness certain things. I didn't realize, my family. I didn't grow up being a hater. I grew up with loyalty, grew up with what you need. I got you. It's not like that. Donna, these people are not like that. They're not on some what you need, I got you. It's what you need so that I can get you to do something for me. What is it that I can do for you? But whatever I do for you, whatever you do for me, guess what? It's going to have to be greater because I spent so much time doing this for you. I have learned that, and I had posted, and I'm glad you commented, that people are watching when you least expect it. people are really watching what you're doing. You can always tell who watches the most because they're the ones that are most silent. And a lot of times, people that don't say anything, I'm not trying to be funny, they don't have to. You don't need them to. We don't need them to. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not looking for a voice. As long as I can always have a relationship with God and the Holy Spirit can guide me, I'm not beat off of somebody that thinks that they need to speak into something of mine that they don't even believe in.
Well, it comes to also, Tiv, so many of us, right, which is why, I mean, God is calling me back to basics. And when I say back to basics, God is calling me back because we're living in a time that God gifted me with this. I'm God's vessel. Okay. As I promise you, you cannot come to me. I get 15 minutes tops. You won't know who you are. I promise you. Okay. You're going to honor the gift of who you are. But there's so many of us, right? We're so busy seeking validation from man. See, I'm not looking for you to validate what God then gifted me with. I'm not looking for you to tell me should I, coulda, woulda. No, fam, we're not doing that. Because my God validated me when he created me in his image. When he created you in his image. So I'm not looking for validation. And a lot of times, you know, I mean, y'all know I'm a minister, right? Okay. And a lot of times, listen, I love the pastors. I know the Reverend, Dr. Bishop, Prophet, Apostle, so-and-so. Know them all. Hear me? But I respect the office. But what you're not going to do. Yeah, I said what I said. But what you're not going to do is manipulate me. What you're not going to do is tell me that I didn't hear that from God. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Again. Now, what I need you to do is understand that I'm a gift. Understand that part. And I'm a gift because I'm a believer who knows who she is. And I'm going to serve, and I'm going to sow, and I'm going to support. That's my life mission. That's the mission for every business that God has given me.
Serve,
so I understand my purpose. That's the W. I understand why I am here. And many of us, we don't know what our purpose is. So we get bamboozled. Okay, and then we want to talk about, oh, well, I'm not offended by nobody. Hear me, because I can talk to God. I have a relationship with God. So you know, I'm not here to be dishonored. I'm not here to make you feel okay on top of the world. Like I said, I tell people all the time, Google me. I know Reverend, Dr. Bishop, Prophet, Apostle, so-and-so. They have been my clients. I have served them, or they've been my pastors. I promise you. Okay? So I'm not disrespecting anybody, but they can tell you better than anybody. Not that one. Not that one. Tip, you know. You know, Tip. Not that one.
But you know what's good about that? Because you can also be trusted. Now, okay, let's just put that there. The reason why it's not that one is because God has revealed to them you through him, and he's like, that's my daughter. I trust her. So you can't do this. You can go but so far, but that's my daughter. And I think that sometimes one thing about you, Donna, that I've always respected is that you are always going to be who you are, regardless of a person's title, regardless of their status, regardless of their zip code. You could live in the highest parts of New York, in the Catskills. I mean, upstate, where there's nothing but land. And it means absolutely nothing. Because at the end of the day, you bleed red just like you.
You see, and I think that's what and again, so that's my mission with the Unstoppable Black Woman, is to really to teach you to honor the gift of who you are.
Yeah.
How do you honor the gift of who you are? Because I promise you, when you honor the gift of who you are honoring your creator.
And then the Creator will bring honor to you when you honor Him.
It's simple, Tim. It's simple. I remember, one time one of the apostles I was talking to, and we was on FaceTime talking to him, and he said to me, where are you at? Are you on vacation? So I said, I was away. I said, no, I'm not on vacation. Well, you must be on vacation. I said, why? He said, because where are you at? I said, I'm at my house. That's your backyard? I said, yeah. He said, are you serious? I was like, but let me tell you what he was saying. He said, no one would ever know who you are or what you have. You've never said it. I don't have to say it.
You don't have to say it. Why would you?
That's not what makes me. Because hear me and hear me well. Being an unstoppable Black woman was when I was 7.5 months pregnant, homeless, sleeping on my sister's floor. And I remember saying, I will never be in this space again. Okay? But that's when my unstoppable really was coming full circle. Right? But the enemy has always been after me. But I had to know it was ingrained in me to be an unstoppable Black woman. So materialistic things do not make me.
They don't matter, Donna.
That's why, like I said. So he said, I've been hanging out with the wrong crew. No, sir. You've been hanging out with who you want to hang out with. But you thought this little Black woman, okay? You thought, who is she? Donna. Again, I know who I am. And I run with the big muckety mucks. Okay. Okay. But again, if you don't know who you are, it all stems back to identity.
Yeah.
Your identity. You got to know who you are. You got to be an unstoppable Black woman.
Unstoppable Black woman. Donna, put all your stuff in the comment section. I just have one more thing to say before we close out. And thank you. Big shout out to Norm. Norm. What would I do without you at the station? Oh, my God. Norm is my saving grace for life.
Well, God bless him. God bless him.
He's just incredible. Donna, tell them, even though what makes you unstoppable, what else do you do besides this book? Because I already put my orders in every year.
Okay. So I am multifaceted. I am multi-gifted. And I give all praises to God.
Yeah.
Right. And just like Tiff, people say, what are you doing? Or what else are you doing? Whatever. Listen, I'm not going to apologize. I have several business. First of all, they're not my businesses. I am God's chosen CEO. Right. God is the owner of the business. God just chose me as his CEO. He chose me, C, to execute, E, his order. O, he chose me to execute his orders in the earth. And I do that through several businesses, right? I have a cupcake and cake business with my sister partner, Jackie. We have a cupcake and cake business, it's a family business, right? We have a real estate business.
Best cakes
right?
I ever had.
I told you I'm in corporate America. I'm still in corporate America, right? Also, I also have a business of teaching, coaching, and we have a ministry called the CEO Prayer Closet, where we meet on Clubhouse every morning at 7:30 in the morning. So I know who I am. I teach women about business, how to do. Listen, I teach people that you don't have to quit your 9 to 5 to win. Hello.
Because there's a misconception that's been. See, one thing about faith isn't foolish. And whenever, and I say this, Donna, wholeheartedly, y'all, there's nothing wrong with having stupid faith. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Wisdom and faith work hand in hand. God will give you the wisdom to have the faith to do what is wise. Okay? Donna, Let me clap up for that. Faith is not going to do something. You guys we gotta narrow down the difference between faith and emotions. And we get so caught up in back in the day, and I'm sure everybody heard it. Norm, how many times have you heard pastors say, go out and get? And God ain't tell the people to go get. I had said to somebody, it was a pastor years ago. A pastor and I were having a conversation. And I had, did I call him or did he call me? It was one year. I was watching a Bible study online. And the pastor called me and said, hey, did you see the Bible study? I said, I did. They said, what did you think? I said, you want me to tell you the truth? I think it's horrible when we have pastors coming to the pulpit telling people to go out and get something that God never told them to get because they're not prepared or ready to go out and do that particular thing. Because whatever God is going to do in you so that he could bless you, he's going to equip you to go ahead and get what is necessary. I said, so if you notice, there's a lot of people that followed that instruction and are now filing bankruptcy and losing their homes.
And getting divorced.
And getting divorced because of the money.
You didn't talk to your spouse.
You just up and did something.
You didn't some of y'all that listen, not just in the church, but these master coaches telling people to fire your boss and do all of that.
Not wise.
When they pay your mastermind fees, I said what I said.
Right.
When they haven't made the money in the business, see, that's why I tell people the time. You gotta do business God's way.
Right.
You got to do business God's way. When you do business God's way and acknowledge that God is the owner of it all. When you acknowledge, as he said in Psalm 24:1, I am the owner of it all. When you acknowledge that God is the owner, God's business cannot fail. But when you walk around talking about you the boss, when you haven't acknowledged God.
You haven't acknowledged. Ooh, Donna, we're going to have to continue this conversation. Because because it's time for me to get ready to go. But Donna, tell people, look, I know your cakes. Donna make the best cakes I ever had in my life. That's the plug right there. And y'all better get that book. And you better find out how to get in touch with her so that you can become the best business owner that you can be, the best entrepreneur. And yes, she's going to charge you. And whatever she charges you is going to be worth it. Don't look at it as a charge. Look at it as an investment. You got to change your mindset. Y'all connect with Donna Izzard. You'll find her on Facebook. Donna Hicks Izzard. Thank you, Donna.
Love you, sis.
I love you. We're going to do a part 2. You let me know what you're doing next week because this needs to be continued. I don't even want to wait a couple of weeks. We need to do this next week. Let me know if you're free. Love you. All right, y'all. Lord willing, if God says the same, I will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Only what? On the Making Me Matter radio show. Have a good night. Donna, you stay on.